Barb and I have served in ministry since 1983. We began in ministry. And after our last charge in southern Alberta, we came back to Edmonton. And while we were here, we went to a number of churches. And we just did not find the passion for Jesus that we were looking for. Simple as that. And I finally said, Lord, look, we've tried a number of churches. I can't find anything that you know, we're looking for a people that loves you like we love you. And so I said, we're going to stop searching. I said, you start searching for us. And so I said, I'm going to leave it up to you.
When we were looking at the different churches, what we found is that some were more politically motivated or socially motivated rather than actually being followers of Christ. And so, as Larry said, we prayed, but both of us prayed, and I said, God, we have looked all over the place in Edmonton, and I said, we can't find a church, but we know that there is a church of true believers. So could you bring them to our door? And that's the ironic thing, is that within a week, they were at our door.
Yes, so about 3 years ago, we had the CYC students, Canada Youth Challenge. These are our call porters, our literature evangelists. And I invited them to Abundant Life Church to take up the program. And we were just about getting ready for an evangelistic series. It would have been my first series at Abundant Life. And we just went out into the community on that particular Saturday afternoon. And that's when the literature evangelist, together with one of our elders and his wife, actually encountered Pastor Larry and Princess Barbara on their driveway.
My wife and I, Barb and I, were out front. We were painting some boards out on the front lawn, and a couple walked up the street, and they stopped and they talked with us, and they told us where they were from, and they're from Abundant Life, and we talked for a while, and they invited us to a series of meetings that Pastor Lowell was doing at Abundant Life, and they invited us to a Klondike Day breakfast, and so we went, and we actually enjoyed it. We attended several of the meetings, and
they engaged them. They invited them to the series. Up until that time, I hadn't met him because I had gone to a different location to do visitation. And I remember seeing this dignified gentleman sitting down while I was preaching, and he looked like he was really processing what I was saying and almost critiquing me. And so after the sermon that night, I was introduced to him. And we just connected there. We arranged to, he continued coming to the series, and we arranged to go on a long walk in a park.
Yes. Then we met Pastor Lowell, and we thought, yeah, I think we can go here. We found a people that were focused on Christ the way we think a church should be. So that's how we began.
I had never had an opportunity to interact with someone who is a seasoned minister as Dr. Larry is from a different faith. So I realized that this wasn't going to be a situation where I would be coming and just teaching him the Bible because he already knew the Bible. Mm-hmm. So, we had to just, create connections. Him having ministered in the Baptist of faith. I used to be Baptist as well, so I kind of knew, what their fundamental beliefs were. Mm-hmm. And we just connected on the truths that we both held near and dear.
Yeah.
We also took some time to go through the 28 fundamental beliefs of the Adventist Church. And Dr. Larry is the first individual who I've given the book, that thick book, and he read the entire book. I didn't think he read the entire book like page by page, word for word, paragraph for paragraph. And we really had an amazing time just connecting together, discussing it. And from then we've been connecting almost every week. And as he mentioned earlier, it went from being, two ministers interacting with each other, studying together, praying together, to us eating together. His wife is one of the best cooks on the planet. And, that has been our journey thus far. And he has been a blessing, a tremendous blessing to our church. He right now pretty much facilitates our Friday night Bible studies.